want to show you how I made this stop motion short. Back in March, I found out LEGO was hosting a 25-second film festival celebrating 25 years of LEGO Star Wars. My short was accepted into the festival, and you can see it on LEGO's official YouTube channel. I put a link in the description below. I started off with storyboards in Procreate Dreams. This allowed me to lock down the timing and the action for the short with just a few simple drawings. I soon realized though that this is not going to be an easy project. Every scene involves something floating or flying, so I would need to use a green screen for some shots, like Liz on the speeder, the droid, the fish, and the ship. I even used a blue screen for the sky so that I could replace it with a digital LEGO background later. My friend Jerry offered to remove all the green screen and blue screen from my footage. He removed it on all 455 images in this project. That allowed me to focus on the animation and the trickier rotoscope work, like making a character jump. I built a custom LEGO rig to suspend the characters in midair, but in order to remove it from the footage, I had to take a clean frame, or just a blank image of the set without the character, and then paint it out manually. This gets trickier when objects are moving closer and further away from camera, because each time the focus changes, you have to take a new clean frame. For the lightsabers, I used a 3D model from Mecha Bricks and manually tracked it frame by frame in Blender. I even used Lego bricks for the blur. The duel between Kai and the droid had to be filmed separately, so that I could film Kai's jump uninterrupted, and film the droid against a green screen. This allowed me to animate the droid floating up and down later, as opposed to nailing that motion in camera. The speeder sequence was also filmed on a green screen. You can see the track and the gear system I have to be able to control her movement side to side and her tilting left to right. Once the green screen was removed, I was able to add a digital background later. I built the trees and the clouds in Mecha Bricks, and then used an ocean modifier and geometry nodes to build the water and the landscape in Blender. In order to make the ship fly, I took pictures of it from 6 different angles and 26 points of rotation. In Blender, I built a rig to be able to swap between which angle we're viewing the ship and how far it's rotated. I put these images on a path and animated them flying in 3D space. In order to capture the underside of the Firehawk as it flies past the camera, I needed to film it upside down, but that meant that I had to invert the lighting in my apartment. So I used a piece of paper to block out the light coming from above, and used a bright lamp right underneath it to illuminate the top. I shot this entire short on my kitchen counter with an iPhone. I built a custom wall behind the characters so that most of this set would be practical. I used a stop motion app on my iPad to capture the frames, added the visual effects in Blender, edited all the footage, sound effects, and music in DaVinci Resolve, and I had to do all the filming after 9 PM at night because my apartment is mostly windows, which is not great for stop motion. And in case it wasn't clear, or I completely forgot, here's a list of all the programs that I used on this short. I really enjoyed this project, and I hope you enjoyed watching the behind the scenes.